I would move to approve.
And I'll second
I
that.
have a motion and a second. Further discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
And the motion carries. Item number 3 is the approval of claims.
I make a motion to approve the claims as presented.
I have a motion,
Second.
a second. Any further discussion? All of those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
And the motion carries. Item number 4 is approval of payroll.
I would move to approve as presented.
And I'll second that.
I have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
And the motion carries. Next is appointments, and the first is for April Collins' office, reassessment bids. Mr. Smith has those. Good job, you. Looks like that. Two sets of bids there, it looks like. They didn't want to float around.
Okay, that's it. That's all I have.
And I'm assuming we'll take those bids under advisement, is that correct?
That would be my recommendation, yes.
Okay. So they'll be made available to anyone who's interested in looking at those after the meeting. So, next is Brad Boo.
Thank you, Mr. President, Commissioners. I'm coming before you to request permission to have the Martin Luther King event on the 18th of January. That's a Sunday. This has been going on over 36 years now, and we would request to use the courthouse rotunda for that event on that particular day. And the reason I'm asking is it comes out of my budget under patriotic observances.
Okay, we need a motion.
I move to approve.
I have a motion
And I'll second
and a
that.
second. Further discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
And the motion carries.
Wish you a happy new year, and thank you three again for your support of Lawrence County veterans.
Thank you, Brad.
Right.
Okay, under items for consideration, we have a proposed contractual agreement with the White River Humane Society in dealing with animals within the county. So I hope everybody's had an opportunity to review that contract. Mr. Smith has looked at it.
It's in substantially the same form and with substantially the same conditions as was the contract for the year 2025. This would be effective January 1, 2026 for the calendar year 2026.
Okay,
I make a motion that we accept that contract.
I have a motion,
Second.
second. Further discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
And the motion carries. Next is a list of appointments that's been circulated, and those have been reviewed by the commissioners, so I would entertain a motion to approve.
I would move to approve the appointment according to the 2026 Commissioners' Appointments list. This list is available after the meeting.
I'll second that.
Motion and a second. Further discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
And the motion carries. Next is department reports. Highway, Brian Souter.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I believe you all have the bid packets we got for materials. I recommend we approve all the bids that came in. We only got one for salt, one for fuel, and all the asphalt ones we'll like to use. And stone. Stone was also on that one.
Any questions for Brian? I would entertain a motion to approve the bids as presented.
Move to approve.
And I'll second that.
Motion and a second. Further discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 And the motion carries.
As far as department report goes, we're working on clearing brush around the bridges and roads, and we are currently building our bid packets for the road segments we'd like to get paved for 2026. Pretty quiet time because it's not snowing, so that's all I have.
Thank you.
Brian.
Thank you, Brian.
Next is emergency management. Good morning, Valerie.
Good morning.
Morning, Val.
Hi. So finishing out the end of the year, just with all the end of the year things. And then, of course, I was contacting you, letting you know what we had going on Sunday. We didn't get anything. I think we got some trees down and stuff, the highway department, but we didn't have anything serious damage. They did have a tornado. It was a light one that did touch down in Linton. That was the one I was watching to see, but it looked like it would go north of us anyway. So we'll continue to monitor the weather, and if we have to issue any travel advisories, the commissioners and Brian, and sometimes kind of dependent on the roadways, and make the best decision.
Thank you.
Thank you. Happy New Year.
You too.
Thank you, Val. Thank you, Val. And Happy New Year.
Next is Sheriff Greg Day.
Morning.
Good morning.
Morning, Sheriff.
I really don't have much of a department update, just business as usual right now, no big projects or anything, so give you the jail numbers, and that's about it this morning. Had 80 total inmates, 69 males, 11 were females, holding 9 for DOC right now, 0 parole holds, and we have 2 level 6 felons that were sentenced here locally. So that's all I've got, unless you all have anything for me.
No, thank you.
All right,
thank you.
Be prepared for New Year's Eve.
Yeah, I plan on coming out working New Year's Eve late, so we'll see. Let's keep it quiet.
Thank you. Under any unfinished old business, we do have a request that was tabled previously from the Shawswick Volunteer Fire Department for a contract on ambulance service. So, is there any interest in discussion? Hearing none, I will say that proposed tabled proposal dies for a lack of a motion. So,
Pardon? I couldn't hear you.
I'm saying that for a lack of a motion, that proposal will die. So,
Can I hear say something?
Can I ask?
yeah, that's fine.
Can I ask you why?
Bonnie?
Pardon me?
We do not have the funding available.
Well, I've talked with our fire chief, and this is not a good thing. But I will tell you this. If they go out to cut out trees, when the trees come out over the roads, you'll get a bill for them, for cutting up the trees, and getting them out of the road. I want you to know that ahead of time, because I don't know whether you're running for office or not, I don't know. Doesn't make any difference, because that's labor out there that they do. And I know that we have some that doesn't want to pay the volunteers that's working out there, but I think this is a wrong thing. I know money's going to be tight, going to be the same thing in my office. We lose our lit money. We may need to be doing some fighting over that with the state, hopefully, that we'll find some answers, because that lit money is going to hurt a lot of people. the loss of that. But I'm a little disappointed that you don't think our fire department's worth that contract. I've got nothing else to say.
Okay.
Rodney, can I speak?
Go ahead.
Thank you. Listen, I've been doing this for 45 years for free. Shawswick's been in business since 1974. All right? We've done this and we've worked with the county for many, many years. Okay? And we've done it for free. All right? We just got called out the other night at the windstorm for a trampoline that was hanging from the power lines. Why the fire department got called out, I do not know, but we went. Okay? All right? There's trees down, there's power lines down. And this has nothing to do with the people we work with. The police officers are fantastic to work with. Okay? It's the best it's been in 40 years. All right? But I'm telling you, I don't quite understand why you want to support somebody that's not local, and we are local, and been doing it for free, and I've done it for free for the last 3 years to supply EMS services to this county, to the city, for free for 3 years, not even saying a word about it, because I thought it was the right thing to do. Okay? But your councilmen have decided to take every bit of money that the volunteer fire department gets and take it away from me, but still give it to all the other volunteer fire departments. And I think it's a crock. All right? Trying to be politically correct, because usually I'm not. I'll usually want to say what I usually want to say, but I will not. But this county has done us wrong. And you need to know that. In your heart, you know this. Wally, you know this. You lived in my area all this time. And you know the good we've done. Okay? There's a lot of people in here know. Jeannie, you know what we've done. Okay? But this is the way you want to treat us? It's shameful. It's very shameful. And I want to thank you for your time.
In response to that, being that you're in my district, we went to a great deal of effort to get the DNR to approve, and correct me if I make a mistake with this, but during that, we got it approved where we can actually draw water out of our lake, and that protects, according to the way I understood it, another like a 6-mile circle around that. So please don't refer to me not trying to take care of that.
Oh, I didn't say.
Yeah.
Did I say you?
Because all we can do is approve what we can pay for. And we cannot pay for it right now. I wish we could, but we can't.
I got one question for you.
Go ahead.
A lot of money goes for public service. Okay, where did that money go that you took away from me?
Well, that's a question better addressed to the council.
Yes.
But I will, but if
And when you ask us a question, we can only answer those topics that we have control over. All of what's gone on with you bringing a contract that you know we've not been given an appropriation to fund is a farce and a facade. You're here because you're looking for a platform. You've had your platform. If you're worried about money, just as when they are worried about money, there's only one source to answer that question, and that's the council. And the council has spoken. We don't always agree with or like their decision-making either, but we have to live with what they decide. If there's a question about whether the service is valuable, I don't think the commissioners are saying the service isn't valuable. What I hear this commissioner saying is we don't have the money to pay for it. We've not been given an appropriation for it.
Right.
The council, I understand, in a meeting that occurred earlier in the fall, referred you to the commissioners, knowing full well we don't have any money to pay for it. I think that's something that requires a request to the council to study it, to look at it more closely, to investigate it, have a committee maybe perhaps formed to address it so they can be taken up in the ordinary course of business for the 2027 budget, knowing that they're going to address these issues. But to blame the commissioners for this is nonsense, and you and Millard both know it.
I know who to blame.
So
Okay, but
chastising the commissioners on the record in the commissioners meeting is the wrong place to do it.
It all boils down to the county. All right, the county commissioners, the county.
No, that's not true. It boils down to the council and their understanding of the ability to fund it. I don't know what that ability is, I don't advise them, but my understanding is they're willing to look at any reasonable proposal that's given to them in enough time to study it and to make a considered approach to it. I don't know how much consideration you made of the council when you set the ambulance service up to begin with. My understanding is you have a tax rate, you've gone on to go off and set your own parameters, establish your own budget, and get your own tax rate from the state board, from DLGF. So when you're saying the county hasn't done you wrong, no one opposed your request to the state to receive tax revenues to fund the ambulance service. I understand there's additional costs are involved, and I wasn't present for the lit discussion, so I don't know what happened at the lit discussion. But the commissioners can only fund what they have approved in a budget to fund. And for this year, the council did not choose to fund this line item. If the commissioners are given an allotment with which to negotiate a contract, I'm sure they would consider it. But we've got to be given the money first. We have not been given the money.
I just want you to know that.
We know.
January 1st, that we will no longer be responding outside the territory.
And that we understand.
Okay. All right. I believe we've had enough discussion on that issue. I hope that at some point in time we can come back to it and review it at a later date when there's a better financial situation for all of us. Okay. Hearing no objections, I'd entertain a motion for adjournment.
Move to adjourn.
I'll second that.
Okay. Thank you all. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year to you all.